Hello, everybody. Welcome along to a brand new week on Richard Osman's House of Games. I am Richard Osman. This is the House of Games. You know what happens by now. I invite 4 players into the studio. They play a series of very silly games. At the end of the week, one of them walks away with this extraordinary piece of silverware. Look at that. I say silverware, it's actually aluminium and MDF ware. Who are our players this week? Why, they are Rose Matafeo. Hello. Rav Wilding. Goodness gracious me, Valerie Singleton.
Hello.
And last but not least, Mr. Gary Delaney. Welcome, everyone, to the House of Games. I like it on a Monday when everybody likes each other. Yeah. Everyone's. Do you know what? We actually really get along. It's so interesting. We just get along. Rose, how nice to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me here in the House of Games.
Listen, one of our finest comedians, but I worry about you this week because you are, this is no secret, from New Zealand.
No secret. I just said yes instead of yes. I really gave myself away there. Yeah, I'm a bit concerned about that. How many New Zealand-centric questions do you have in the House of Games?
Across the whole week?
Yeah.
0.
Oh, my God.
I mean, you never know. You never know. We might do something. And Australia, that's virtually the same thing. There might be some Australian stuff.
I might be leaving, actually.
There might be, though, right?
There might... No. I mean, I know things about other things. We learned some things about non-New Zealand.
Well, we shall find out, shan't we?
Oh, God, we will.
Rav Wilding, how lovely to have you here as well, sir. Now, at the end of every show, OK, somebody takes home a daily prize, OK? Here are today's daily prizes. You can choose between...
Oh, well,
there is the House of Games smoking jacket, which almost everyone chooses, I have to say. It's quite good.
Very nice.
Good bit of kit.
Very nice.
House of Games towel, that's less good. House of Games bread bin, I mean, good luck. House of Games shower curtain.
Oh.
Weirdly, no one has chosen. Really? I mean, I don't know why.
Be the first.
House of Games cards, what do you think you'd go for, Rav, if you were to win?
I'm being pretty drawn to the bread bin there, I think.
Wow.
Really?
That's unusual.
Really? Yeah, was that the wrong choice?
Do you need a bread bin?
Yeah, I could do with a bread bin with Richard's face on it. Yeah.
Drawn to the bread bin.
Drawn to the bread bin.
That's finally
absolutely.
We've got a title for your autobiography. Valerie Singleton.
Hello.
Beyond a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you,
so
Richard.
much for
Very
coming
nice
and joining us.
Here.
One of the great heroes of British television. Just out of interest, any of those take your fancy?
I think I like the smoking jacket.
Oh,
I mean, that's the classy answer.
That's really nice. I like that.
It would be a vaping jacket.
How long
now,
is it?
A vaping jacket.
A vaping
now, it's
jacket.
2019. It's a vaping jacket.
Is it? Where does it go to?
Oh, it goes...
good question.
Valerie, it's a good question. It's kind of, I'm going to say,
right. Covers the knees. As long as it covers my knees, I can entertain in it.
Listen, it wouldn't cover my knees, but it would cover yours.
OK, that's all right then.
Gary Delaney.
Hello.
How lovely to have you here, sir.
Oh, it's an honour to be here.
Who do you think your big rivals are this week? Who do you think is going to be a good quizzer here?
There's nobody who I'd, willingly go up against. I think it could be a challenge all round.
I'm reading between the lines here with Gary. He thinks there's no competitors here.
Oh,
that's what I thought, yeah.
You covered it pretty well.
I'm trying... No, I'm not going to say anything cocky now because that will rebound on me really badly. Mostly I'm just shocked by how many of those gifts revolve around, like, a shower curtain, which is basically you in glasses looking at somebody in the shower, a towel for helping people dry after the shower, and a smoking jacket, which is effectively a dressing gown. There's a theme behind those. It's quite concerning, Richard.
I have got to say I don't choose the prizes myself. And if it were me, I would choose different prizes. But, yeah, I'd have a House of Games Lamborghini, perhaps.
That would be great.
Genuinely
Yes, I like
useful.
that idea.
We know what's going to happen. We know what the prizes are. We know who our competitors are. Shall we play a round?
Let's try.
Let's do it.
Every time I press this buzzer right here, a new round comes up. I never know what it's going to be. You never know what it's going to be. Let's play our first round on this week's House of Games, and it is... Rhyme time. Nice, simple one to start with. I'm going to ask you 2 questions at a time. The answers rhyme with each other, OK? So buzz in as soon as you see the second clue. Give me both answers. Get yourself a point. Here is your first set of questions, and they are... Political building that has the address 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, an animated rodent who has a sweetheart called Minnie. Rose Matafeo.
The White House Mickey Mouse.
Lovely start to the week. Well done, Rose. Here are your next questions. Fish and chip shop side dish, and the euphemism used to explain the mechanics of reproduction. Gary.
Mushy peas, birds and the bees.
Mushy peas, birds and the bees. Gary Delaney. Well played. Next one. Who is this? And Glenn Miller song about a train to Tennessee. Uh-oh. Yes, Rose.
Desmond Tutu, Chattanooga Choo Choo.
Is it Desmond Tutu, Chattanooga Choo Choo? It certainly is. Well done.
That's impressive.
Yeah. That is really impressive.
Next question. 1969 road drama directed by Dennis Hopper. And the world's largest particle accelerator. Yes, Rose.
Easy Rider, Hadron Collider.
It is. Well done. Large Hadron Collider. Next question. Canadian rock band with 2007 single Rockstar. And small fish with sharp spines along its back. That is Gary.
Nickelback, Stickleback.
Nickelback, Stickleback. Well done.
That's fantastic.
Some of these are fun to say, and you really hit the payload there.
Yeah, and you hit right about the end where my musical knowledge finishes. Just about scraped that.
And where your fish knowledge starts. Final question in this round. Who is this? And what is this song? Gary.
Johnny Ball, I Want It All.
It is. Well done. I Want It All by Queen. Let's take a look at the score, shall we, at the end of round one. Valerie and Rav, very much, listen, just keeping counsel on zero there. Rose and Gary in the lead with 3 points.
In the lead. Well done, Rose and Gary.
Right. Round two today is distinctly average. This is a pairs game. The player in last place always gets to choose their partner. There are two people in last place. I'm not going to say that Valerie is in last place. I'm going to give you honorary third. Rav, I wonder if you'd like to choose a partner for this round.
I would like to choose Rose, please.
That's nice. So nobody has to move. That's what. That's
It's so good. Yeah.
Over the years on this show, people have worked out that thing. Of, oh, if I just say the person next to me, I can stay where I am, which is lovely. Take out your tablets, please, for distinctly average, and I'll tell you how we play it. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and the answer for each pair will be the average of your guesses, all right? Okay. So no conferring, just the average of your guesses.
OK.
Here is your first question. What might be the answer to this? What is the height in metres of the coast redwood known as Hyperion, considered to be the tallest living tree in the world, according to Guinness World Records? Rose, I wonder if you can tell me what you've gone for.
I went for a crazy guess, and I really regret it, but I went for 200 metres.
200 metres.
Just too tall.
Rav, are you taking the average up or down?
Average is coming down.
OK.
And I've gone for a much smaller
86.
This is good, though. I think I went too high.
So your average is 143 metres. Valerie, it's the sort of thing they probably sent you to see years back, the tallest tree in the world.
I can never tell what a metre is.
Yeah, agreed.
I never know if you say it's 20 miles down the road or 20... It doesn't mean anything to me. I've no idea about this particular tree, although I have been into that lovely part of the world in San Francisco. So this might be a very tall tree.
That does sound tall.
572.
Gary, are you comfortable with that guess? Are you coming down?
I'm going to try and bring that average down a little bit.
OK.
So I'm going with minus 300. But I accidentally mistyped that as 100.
100 metres, says Gary, so your average is 336 metres. Let's find out what's the answer and which team has won the point.
Oh!
150. Very well done to Rav and Rose there. Here's your next one. In 2017, how many people visited the Eiffel Tower? That's people who paid to go into the Eiffel Tower, so not just people who looked from afar. Valerie, what are you saying?
220,000.
Gary, you've gone up or down for 220,000?
I've gone quite substantially up to the extent that I'm now a bit concerned. I tried to sort of calculate a daily figure and assume it was open 300 days a year, and I think I might have got a decimal point wrong. I've gone 1.5 million.
1.5 million. OK, let's take a look at your average, Val and Gary. 860,000 people. Rav, what are you saying?
I've actually used the same kind of rationale as Gary there. I was working on around 3,000 paid visitors a day and around about 300 days a year, going to 1.2 million or 1,200,000.
Rose, up or down?
Oh, I went slightly down, but there was no mathematical rationale here. It was purely, I just like the round number of 1 million.
1 million. So I can work out the average there, 1.1 million. Let's take a look. How many people went up and who scored the point?
Oh,
6.2 million.
Wow.
6.2 million.
Wow.
So Rose and Rav, you get the point despite being 5 million out. That seems a bit harsh, doesn't it?
that's loads.
Wow. That's a lot. 17,000 a day, roughly.
Wow.
Really?
Who pay to go up the Eiffel Tower. They're raking it in. Final one in this round. Give me a little guess for this, please. How many points have New Zealand scored at the Rugby World Cup in total from the first tournament up to 2015? Hello?
New Zealand, especially
Hold on a minute. I literally said there wouldn't be a New Zealand question all week.
This is wild, and I'm going to get it so wrong.
I'm going to say, and then a New Zealand question, it's impossible to get right. It's turned up so quickly.
She's a lifelong rugby fan as well, which is amazing.
No! This does not screen in New Zealand, does it? Hopefully not. I'm going to get kicked out.
My gosh, when was the first tournament?
Rav, you're a rugby fan?
Yeah.
You've got the look of a man who's a rugby fan, so doing some maths.
Idiotically, I haven't remembered every single point that New Zealand have scored since 1987. I've let myself
what a
down.
rugby score might be.
Yes, I do have that.
Yeah.
But then it is New Zealand, and annoyingly, they tend to get quite good points.
Well, they do well.
They do well, Valerie.
Okay.
I think we'll leave Rav to the end, because Rav knows what's what. So we'll start with Gary and Val. We will start with Gary. What do you think on this one?
Well, I've shown my working out. I don't know much about it, but I know the ball is that shape.
Excellent.
So I've assumed that 50 points per game is normal. I've assumed there's 10 games in a World Cup on average, and that there's been, it started in the 80s, there's been 8 of them, so I made 400 as my answer.
So 500 times 8 is 400, you're saying?
So 50 times... Oh, I'm an idiot. Well, well, there you go. I was trying to show I'm working out, and I've just showed I'm not working out, which is normally what my physique shows, but now my maths shows it as well. No, I'm a decimal point out, but that's what I said, isn't it?
400,
so
yeah, I'm afraid.
I've got to stick with it.
Gary, given...
I'm such an idiot. See, if I'd have spent less time on that excellent drawing...
Yeah, but it looks fantastic.
It looks good.
Yeah,
it looks really good.
Can I get any points for that?
But I'm being told no. But the good news is Val's answer might be so rogue that might just be useful.
I have to be extremely rogue on that.
So Gary
I'm annoyed at myself. What an idiot.
So
I was
Val...
going to say better that you went 400.
Gary said 400.
Mine is a bit rogue too in that case. I said 425.
You see, she's brought you up a bit.
Yeah. Well, that's right. We're going with it.
412 and a half.
I guess that New Zealand aren't very good at rugby, so we think that'll pay off.
Is your average. Rose, proud New Zealander.
No, don't come to me.
I
think I've messed this up.
What are you saying?
I said 115.
Oh.
Wow.
That's interesting.
I messed it up.
Rav, have you gone considerably higher than 115?
I've gone a bit higher than Rose. I've gone probably highest, in fact, definitely the highest of everyone. I've said 5,000, which actually may be slightly higher than the real answer, but I think
this is good because
that could actually,
that
as
average
the team,
could be very, very useful.
help drag us up a bit.
I was
and I'm working on the
somewhere
fact
around
that
3,000 or something, maybe.
it's in the thousands. I think you may be closer, Richard.
Let's take a look at your averages. So Valerie and Gary's average was 412.5, 2,557.5, say Rose and Rav. Let's take a look. How many points have New Zealand scored in the Rugby World Cup in total?
Oh,
2,302.
We got even closer due to my mistake.
Both
Rose.
Both of you are absolutely miles. You're both, by the way, as far out as each other. In fact, Rav is further out than you are, to be fair.
Two wrongs make a right. It's fantastic.
How would we have done if Gary had got
Valerie,
4,000?
I hate to tell you, you would have won. You'd have been so close as well.
Would we?
Super,
if you'd said 4,000?
Yeah, if I could do elementary maths and wasn't trying to showboat.
That's the end of that round. Tablets away, please, everybody. Let's take a look at the scores, shall we? After round 2. Due to Gary's maths, Valerie is still on 0. Gary and Rav, you have 3. Rose is our leader with 6 points.
Wow.
Well done, Rose.
Thanks, Rav.
Let's move straight along to round 3, and today round 3 is going to be... Pop art. What we're going to do now, we are going to illustrate the lyrics of a famous song, but we're going to represent it with pictures. OK, so you have to decipher the pictures, see what the line is from, and tell us the popular song we're representing, OK? Your first song is from 1967, OK? But what song? Rose.
Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
Is it Ain't No Mountain High Enough? Well done. See how it works? Ain't No Mountain High Enough, valley low enough. Keep me from getting to you. Well played, Rose. Here's your next one. What song is this, please? From 2011. Rose.
Price Tag. Jessie J.
Let's have a listen. Is it Price Tag by Jessie J?
It's not about the money.
Wow.
Make the world dance, of course.
Yeah.
Forget about the price tag. Well played, Rose.
Mikey.
Here's your next one. 1958. What is this song?
And it'll probably be a crooner.
You would think so, wouldn't you?
58, it'll be a crooner.
I think it's a thermometer.
Could it be Sinatra song in 58?
Rose.
So sorry, Fever, Peggy Lee.
Is it Fever by Peggy Lee?
You're giving me fever.
How did you get to fever?
How did you get that?
Fever when you kiss me, fever in the morning, fever all through the night.
Oh, well done, yes.
That's clever, isn't it?
Done.
Wow.
Good thinking.
Final question for Rose to get in this round. It is from the year 2000.
Reach for the stars, mountain high.
Val, press your buzzer. Just say that. Just say that.
Yeah.
Just say that. Press your buzzer and say what you just said.
Say the first bit.
Just say what you just said.
Val.
Reach for the stars, mountain
Is it
high.
Reach for the Stars?
That's stop.
I'm going to stop you after Reach for the Stars, Val. Let's take a listen. Is it?
Never cease.
That was amazing.
1 point, guys.
And follow your heart's desire. Valerie Singleton, as you know, is such a huge S Club fan. That was
wonderful.
I'm going to say unexpected, but very welcome.
It was indeed
Valerie.
unexpected,
Well
I
done.
can assure
Very
you.
well done.
That's the end of round 3. Should we take a look at the scores? Valerie storming onto the leaderboard there with 1. Gary and Rav with 3. Look at this 6-point lead. Rose Matafeo with 9 points.
Thanks,
Very
guys.
impressive. 2 rounds to go. Can anybody catch Rose? Let's find out, shall we, as we play round 4. Round 4 today is going to be the Rich List. Now, this is another game played on your tablets. If you take them out, please. I'm going to give you a category. All you have to do is write down a correct answer in that category. I'll give you a point if you give me a correct answer. However, if you give me the same correct answer as somebody else, I will take your point away. OK, so you have to give an answer that no one else gives. To make it slightly more confusing, it's called the Rich List because I have a go at it as well. Ooh. And if I write the same answer as you, you lose your point.
OK.
OK? Here's your first category. It comes in 2 parts. We're looking for Olympic sports that are played with a ball. That's the 2016 Olympics. The only ball we don't count is the shot from shot put. That doesn't count as a ball.
Going to be boring.
Rose, what have you gone for?
Oh, I've gone for a wild card and I don't even think it's right. But, like, you know that rhythmic gymnastics when they do it on the floor? And they have
That's a good answer.
the
Very
whole
good.
ball, yeah.
Is that a correct answer? It is. Well played. That's a good answer.
Oh, thank goodness.
Rav, what have you gone for?
I have gone for water polo.
That's in the Olympics, isn't it? It is. Well done. Valerie.
I'm not sure if this is in the Olympics, but I've gone for tennis.
Oh, that's in the Olympics.
Yeah, it's in there.
Andy
Yeah.
Murray won, didn't he?
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah. Tennis, is that correct? Well played, Val. Gary Delaney.
I took a bit of a pump, but I feel a bit more confident after Rav's polo.
Polo. It's a different sport to water polo. That's the one on horses,
Right.
which they don't do in the pool for various reasons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Is
how
polo a
big the
correct
horses are.
answer? Incorrect, I'm afraid. No polo. So there's a point to everyone unless
You've
I've
got
written
the
the same
same one.
answer as you.
Ooh.
I was very sure that tennis was in the Olympics, was I not? I wrote
Tennis.
volleyball.
Very
Hooray.
good.
Hooray,
You were
hooray.
just
So-
allowing me to have a point, weren't you?
No, I was not. I thought someone would say volleyball. I was trying to catch someone out.
Yeah.
Well done at home if you avoided any of these. Let's take a look at some other correct answers you could have given. Basketball, beach volleyball, football, golf, handball, hockey. Rugby, table tennis, and we've had those last three as well, rugby and table tennis. The last ones didn't have there. Very well done if you avoided all our answers there. Next category is Tom Cruise films with 2-word titles. Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Tom Cruise films. OK. Rav, what have you gone for?
I have gone for Vanilla Sky.
That's a good one.
Vanilla Sky.
Yeah.
Is that correct? It is. Yeah. Good answer, Rav. Val, what are you going for?
I'm just thinking of him kind of flying around in an aeroplane, and I put High Flyer.
High Flyer.
That is the coolest answer.
I love the thinking.
He should be in a film called High Flyer.
Is High Flyer a correct answer?
High Flyer is the sequel.
It is not. It is,
Okay.
Sequel.
Yes. Top Gun 2, High Flyer.
There we go.
I love that.
Gary Delaney, what are you saying? Have you said High Flyer?
No, I should have done. No, I've gone for... I never saw it, but I remember seeing in video libraries in the 80s. I'm pretty sure there was a Tom Cruise film called Risky Business.
Yes.
So that's what I've gone for, thinking nobody will remember.
Good choice.
Is that a correct answer? It is a correct answer. These are good answers.
Well done.
Yeah.
Rose Matafeo, what are you saying?
I did a deep cut. He plays a very disguised role, Tropic Thunder.
Of course he does. Tropic Thunder, is that a correct answer? I remember he's in Tropic Thunder because I watched that whole film and didn't know it was him.
Weird.
And then read after it was him.
Good prosthetic.
And that's why I went for Tropic Thunder. I'm so sorry.
No, Richard!
I'm so sorry.
Richard, no!
Oh, no.
Only because I thought I didn't even know it was him that was in the film. So that's a good answer.
I am so... The Firm, The Outsiders.
Top Gun!
The Outsiders.
Top Gun, no one's even said that.
So many others.
I love the fact that if you'd said Top Gun, you would have won points in this
safe.
round. Yeah. So sorry.
Rose.
Well done at home if you avoided our answers. Let's
Rose,
take a look
you had
at
so few points to lose.
Let's take a little look, shall we, at answers you could have given. American Made, Endless Love, Jack Reacher, Jerry Maguire, Losing It, Minority Report, Mission Impossible, Rain Man. The Firm, The Mummy, The Outsiders, and we got those last couple there as well. Top Gun. Well done if you said Top Gun and avoided everyone's answer. Very impressive.
Don't see High Flyer there.
Matter of time. It's coming.
Weird, right?
I think that was straight to video, so it's not allowed under these rules.
Thank you, Gary.
Final question in this round. Countries that have won the Eurovision Song Contest more than twice.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Valerie, we'll start with you. Who have you said?
Bit obvious, but I've put Sweden.
Sweden, win it a lot. Is that a correct answer?
Definitely won it once.
It is a correct answer. 6 times Sweden have won it. Gary, what have you said?
I'm going to make myself the villain of this, I'm afraid, because I put Sweden as well.
No.
I thought I was avoiding the obvious ones, and I thought, yeah, it's not, you know, but yeah. Sorry.
Sweden.
But that wipes us out.
It does, yeah,
No
sorry.
points to anyone. That's not the first time you've scuppered Val.
I know, I know.
We're beginning to see your secret agenda. If I find out, if we watch the tapes of this back and I find that you whispered High Flyers to Val in the last round. Rose, who have you gone with?
Guys, I'm joining the club.
Oh, Sweden.
Yeah, like, I'm not the only one. We all messed up.
Is it all the same logic? You can't go Britain, can't go
Exactly,
Ireland.
yeah.
Yeah.
Rav, well, you are our last hope.
Not much of a hope, I'm afraid. I haven't got a clue about this one, so I've written the word Turkey, which I'm not even sure that's
it
technically
seems
in
unlikely.
Europe. And I've put 4 question marks to emphasise the fact I haven't got a clue.
OK, is that correct? It's not. They won once.
Oh, there you go.
2003. I said United Kingdom and no one else said it. There you go.
Have we won more than twice?
5 times. Yeah, 5 times we've won it.
Wow.
Yeah. Should we take a look at other countries that have won it? Here you go. You could have said Denmark, France, Ireland, Israel, Luxembourg. Wow. Netherlands, Norway, and there's Sweden and the UK. Very well done if you managed to avoid all of our answers. That's the end of Rich List. Tablets away, please. We have 1 round to go, 1 round. Let's see who's been pole position. I think we know who it is. Here is our leaderboard. Val is on 2 points. She should be on about 8 if it wasn't for Gary.
Thank you, Richard.
Gary, you have 4. Rav in second place with 5. It's a big lead. 5 points going to our final round. Rose Matafeo. Well done, Rose.
Excellent.
So a 5-point lead can be lost in the final round. The final round is always the same, and it is always... Answer smash. Fingers on buzzers. Show you a picture. There'll be a clue underneath. Smash the answers together, please. Point for a correct answer. If you buzz in and give me an incorrect answer, you lose a point. Your first category on Monday's House of Games Answer Smash is... Celebrity MasterChef contestants. So the pictures will be people who've been on Celebrity MasterChef. There'll be a clue underneath. Smash them together and see what you get. On the official TfL London Underground map, which line is coloured brown? Rav.
Cheryl Bakerloo line.
Cheryl Bakerloo line is the right answer. Cheryl Bakerloo. Nicely done. Next one. Cognac and Armagnac are French varieties of which spirit? Yes, Gary.
Katie Brandy.
Katie Brand and Brandy. Katie Brandy. Well done, Gary Delaney. Nicely done. Your next category is food with holes in. Which singer had a UK #2 single in 1996 with Unbreak My Heart? Anyone know a bit of it? If you know the singer, sing it. Rav.
Rigatoni Braxton.
Is it Rigatoni Braxton? Oh. It is indeed. Well done. Rigatoni and Tony Braxton. Next one is... In football, what term describes the kicking of a ball through an opponent's legs? Yes, Gary.
Donut Meg.
Donut and nutmeg, donut meg. Well done, Gary Delaney. Your next category is... There are no more categories. I love how you just sat back on that round. I'm not going to lose any points at all. I'm not going to lose any points. Let's take a look at the scores at the end of the show. Good round for Gary, good round for Rav there. I don't think it's going to be enough, gents, to depose our leader. Let's take a look where we are. Find our winner of Monday's House of Games is Rose Matafeo. Well done, Rose. Double figures. Valerie was 2 there. Gary in 3rd place with 6. Rav, 7 points. Lovely finish from you, Rav. Well done, Rose.
Thank you.
It means you've won yourself a prize. Let's take a look.
Oh.
Choose one of these, please.
Oh, incredible. Honestly, I do need a new towel, so I think I might...
Oh, you are kidding me.
What do you mean?
I need a new towel.
I need a new towel. I don't need a bread bin or a shower curtain or a smoke... I do kind of like the smoke.
Yeah, everyone likes a smoking jacket.
Oh.
Listen, if you want a towel...
I reckon I'm gonna go for the...
it's tricky,
have
right?
the smoking jacket, Rose. It's so lovely.
I suspect you're going to get to pick more than once this week, Rose.
No. I'll go smoking jacket.
Smoking jacket. Rose Matafeo takes down the house against smoking jacket.
You can always buy a towel.
To wear it for the rest of the week.
I'd love to.
Is that right? You can always buy a towel. But this is why Vad is on, because that is good advice. Rose, you're our champion. Well done. Let's take a look at the points you're going to take into tomorrow's show. This is our weekly leaderboard. Val, you have 1, Gary 2, Rav 3, Rose, you have 4. Thank you so much for joining me. It was a lot of fun. We'll see you the same time, same place tomorrow. We'll see you as well, same time, same place on the House of Games.
This is great. Do you think if I could wear this out?
Has anybody had the smoking jacket before?
Yeah, the only time I've seen the smoking jacket with leopard print was Hugh Dennis.
Amazing.